Good day, fellow YouTubers. Welcome to my video on War of the Roses. We're gonna look at the hunter class that I've made, which is a sort of kind of bow and arrow guy that moves around fairly quickly and has a really quick pullback speed of the bow, so I can take lots of pot shots of the enemy. So just gonna go into a game just now. So this map is a castle map, so there's lots of walls, castle walls and towers and forts, so on a keep, really big keep. And we're on Conquest mode, so we have to sort of capture some points out there and then control them. Going on the good old Lancaster side when I can. Pick my hunter. One good thing about being a squad leader, as you saw that I went into the squad first, is you get to activate the different officer perks that you can pick. So on the Z key I've got a perk that sort of increases the passive reload of your quiver. So when you shoot arrows, that little number next to my head, 9, is the amount of arrows I've got in my quiver, and it will replenish that quicker than normal for a certain amount of time. At the minute I've jumped ahead of the control points, so I can cap this one quicker than you would be if you went and capped the first one and then ran all the way here. So it's a bit quicker for your team. Here I'm just making a smiley face for fun out of arrows embedded into the wall. Okay, and the next officer pack is the health pack, so that basically just slowly regens some of your health. It's kind of interesting how health works in this game. You just see sort of like blood around the outside of your screen, and then at a certain point you might get a greyed out screen and it'll say like you're bleeding out. So if you see on some of the people that I'm shooting now, they got a little teardrop icon with a plus in it going upwards, and that means they're bleeding out. So if they take one more piece of damage, then they'll essentially get killed. And you'll see a teammate on the floor now with a little plus sign, which means you can revive them back, but it takes a bit of time, and you don't want to do it around enemies, because otherwise you'll just get killed. One cool thing about this game is you can see how much damage you're doing. So you can see in white damage is any damage you're doing to a shield or weapon when they're blocking your attacks. The blue damage is any piercing damage you do, so through armor. Red damage is directly to skin, so you saw that headshot just absolutely maimed that person through the face. Unfortunately, just then I get hit by a knight with a massive poleaxe. And if you see any orange damage, it's kind of going through sort of the light armor, sort of maybe chainmail or just some leather armor, but it's not flesh. Yeah. So you see me just then buffing up with officer perks to get some more arrows, get a bit of health, just in case I get hit. Great thing about this game is the graphics. The graphics is amazing. The gameplay is quite awesome. Some people might not like it though, because it seems very taken out of Mount and Blade's Warband, in terms of that you have to sort of drag your mouse one way or the other to do the different attacks. So hold your mouse button, left mouse button, drag your mouse right, and then you'll do that right swing. And some people might find it slow and hard to hit people, but really just with practice you'll get used to your weapon's reach, and it's cool in terms of it being realistic. I mean, if you don't hit someone with the end of your axe, you're just gonna sort of hit them with your sort of the wooden part of it, which is not really gonna do that much damage. I mean, they could introduce a bit where they add some damage to being hit by the shaft of your weapon, but yeah, I'm fine with that. So you see me just bandaging up there, so you can regenerate some health there, which is very useful if you're bleeding out, because you don't want to die. One thing I don't think I do in this video is execute any enemies. So what you can do is when you've killed an enemy and you haven't instant killed them, you go up to their body and you press E, and it does a cool execution animation, and then they're dead. Sometimes when you, let's say you get a crossbow bolt through the face, it instant kills you, so you can't be revived, that's you just dead. I know this is kind of like, this game is, it's either this game or Chivalry. People generally prefer one or the other. I mean, I prefer War of the Roses, but that's just me. So, yeah. Unfortunately, when I was recording this video, I forgot that I had TeamSpeak up and running, and was talking to one of my officers on it during the video. But because on Fraps I muted my voice, you'll just hear my officers replies to absolutely nothing. The challenge with this class is trying to get fairly close for your close range archery skills, but you need to remember that, or you need to get used to being able to trying to get headshots on people that are running straight to you, and then knowing when you need to bring out your sword for those times when you need to start parrying and attacking. So here you can see I've just completely missed, and unfortunately my normal longsword was broken, so I'm trying to use a dagger, which works very well if you use a down stab. As you can see, I killed that guy, but unfortunately I died afterwards, but kindly being revived by a teammate. Sometimes when you bandage, you replenish your weapon somehow. I mean, it's cool because obviously if all your weapons gets destroyed, all you've got is a dagger and a bow if you're an archer, so it's good in that way, but some might seem a bit unrealistic, obviously respawning a weapon, but there we go. So here I'm just knocking out that archer. One of the best things to do, especially with this class, is don't stand still. I mean, standing still will just get you instant killed by other archers, and especially from crossbowmen, because they generally, with their bolt, they can instant kill you in one hit very easily if they hit your face. With a normal archer, a bit harder, but it still can be done. And with this class, you're not really looking for instant kills. One shot to the face and one more shot should probably do it. But there's a really cool type of arrow, because you can choose different arrows types. So you can have like an armor piercing arrow, but I've got this barbed arrow, so if I penetrate through armor, it makes the target bleed, and the reason I can see if they're bleeding or not is because I've got a special perk, support perk, which allows me to see when enemies are bleeding, so I can know, okay, that guy's bleeding, one more arrow into him and he'll be down. So that guy I saw was bleeding, shot, and he's down. Or I caused him to bleed, one or the other. And here I'm just stopping enemies regenning or reviving their friends, which is very irritating if you're trying to revive your teammates. So yeah, that guy got incapacitated with one shot because he's bleeding. I mean, there's some annoying weapons in this game. especially when people run at you with very short warhammers that apparently can attack ridiculously quick. But again, there's way rounds a way around these weapons. I mean, they've got really short range, or really short reach. So if you just pull out your sword or your mace sidearm, you can almost attack them before they can attack you, and you just need to practice parrying their attacks. It's the best way of defeating them, because they can just ready up, they can just swing so many times so quickly that you just have to practice that. I mean, you guys can comment below what you think is sort of like your favourite weapon, your sort of favourite class, what you think of my gameplay here. I'm not going to say I'm the best archer, and this is sort of, it's alright gameplay that I'm doing here, but I've done better. But yeah, so that's a Conquest win for us. We captured all the points, and just going into the scoreboard now. So I can't remember what it was, something like 5th or 6th down. Get quite nice amount of XP and stuff. So yeah, see you later, guys.